Alright, hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Alephant. I'd just like to point out how kind of terrifying the music is on the menu. Is it just the menu or is that also the music here? No, it's just the menu. Terrifying music. Terrifying menu music. So yeah, right now I am quite tired. It's pretty late in the day and I have a limited amount of time. So this is not the ideal time to be playing Alephant, but I have to. So, what shall we do? Like, should we try and get this done? I know which level it is. I can picture it in my mind. It's such an awkward, tight space, but then maybe it's not that complicated. It's only the third one in, right? Oh, it's such an awkward, tight space. Need to hit all three of these things. No, I'm going to do a different one. Wasting this precious time that I've got. Should I do what I did last time? Just like pick. I think I must have looked at that one. Like, we could just go straight to this one, which is in theory like the hardest one. Is that silly? That might be silly. Maybe this one? I don't think I've looked at this. Okay. It looks like relatively small. Doesn't mean it's easy. There's this bend around here. Does that mean nothing's ever going through there, or is that the trick? That could be the trick, I don't know. Corners are not always corners when you've got other rules that are not just Sokoban rules. So what have we got? We've got, this is a puller. Oh, this doesn't have any rotators. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, so we've got a puller. I thought this was going to be entirely puzzles that have all three things. But no. So we've got a puller that I could use. In fact, I have to step over that to get to the other one. This is a teleporter to skip over there. This feels very limited in what could be possible, right? What are we saying? And also, once these are pushed to the left, then what? Like, I've almost hit them all. Okay, so you're the next issue? Can I not bring this down and do that? Ah, then I'm stuck. Interesting, okay. There's going to be an actual trick here though, right? It's not just like find some order of operations to pull these things. And because there's no rotator, this is connecting to this over here. And like these are never coming through the wall. So this is connecting to this here. Okay. So that's about how to make that happen. I could imagine the trick being something like I actually use this pull one to pull this or something. And somehow that helps. I don't know exactly how it would help, but it's a thing that could happen. Like another thing that could happen is we could like bring you around here and like, I mean that's not, it doesn't do anything interesting, does it? Like this potentially does something interesting, right? That's like doing weird things with that. Do I want to do that particular weird thing? I don't think I ever want to pull you towards that, do I? How did that even happen? I guess I must have moved it at the beginning. Okay, we'll do this. No, we'll do not that. How did I do this before? I pushed you up somehow. Did I? I did. And I guess I can get back. But then I can't separate these. Wait, how did I? Oh, I think I teleported to this, didn't I? Yeah. I think I did like this. And then, no, I think I did this and then walk back around and then push that up. And then use this on that row to do this. Not that. But then we could, like, okay. So I know the problem there is that I end up pulling that. This is not a good way of approaching the puzzle. I'm just thinking like, oh, what problem does that cause? So then trying to avoid it. But sure, whatever. So now we've done that. Back over here. Now we want to pull that out. and get to it is the issue. That is the ultimate issue here, right? Is that I want to pull this Aleph out. It's not going to move anywhere by itself. I'm not going to be able to push it anywhere because I'm not going to have any Alephs over there to push it with. So, it's how do I do that and get through here? Is the question. Right? If I could teleport out, I guess, would be an answer, but I mean, the teleport's down here. Could I have swapped these two over? Can they be like rearranged around each other? Without ending up in there somehow. Or maybe I do end up in there and I just go back. But I can't push them back to the right away from the wall, so no? I mean, I can push you to the bottom. Why would I want you at the bottom? Why have I done that? I do not know. I don't want to pull both of those towards me. So I can get you in that row in a way that... Okay, can I get you in that row in a way that I still have access to beneath you? So like this... And I teleport across? That sounds good, actually. That sounds very good. Okay, so... But I also don't want to pull you away from the wall. Okay. So that's the new conundrum, right? Is that I kind of want to do this. And then teleport out. And then push that up. But I don't want to have moved you. But I do need to have uncovered the... Is there something weird I could do where... That somehow moved after I've... No, that's not going to move. I just wonder if there's some weird teleportation trick. Given that we've got 3 Alephs in our line. Yeah, I want to do that. But then I don't want to do the next thing. I mean, I don't mind that, but I don't like that I've pulled that out to the left, so I can't get this past it. Is there any way that could work? Like, pushing into the corners is always bad, right? Because then I won't be able to get the Aleph to you. I can't change your angle, so we can't do a 45-degree one. I'd never lift that back up again. So you're either here or you're here. And I don't want to pull you away. So be there, I guess. Unless there's some reason I'd want to do that and then do the other one first. I think there is. Especially if I want to get you past you. I don't want you to go to the left, so I can't use that teleport, so basically. So instead, I don't do that. Definitely don't do that. Yeah, because then what would I do with you? I can't get you to go back that way. Okay. I'm just doing the same things again, but it might help me think about things. At this point, options are teleporting across. I can get access to that area and reshuffle these, but I want to move the Aleph, not the thing. But then I want this to be in the right place. I guess I can move them both, but that's not good. Is there something more to this than it just being a thing I go over to and connect up? There must be something more to it. But I don't really see what. And is there a reason I can slide that up and down? Like I want to teleport elsewhere for some reason? But either way, I just get back to this room. So what would the benefit of that be? That is never moving from that row, unless I can bring some of these Alephs around, but that's never going to happen. Like, I can't stretch things so that I can bring them around this. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. So that Aleph's not moving. That Aleph has to move here. How can that happen? By the stretchy one. The stretchy one can't change shape, so it's going to have to be in this row at some point. It could go down in its current column, I guess. That's the other option. So... but I can't move this left without teleporting over there. And I can't teleport over there until I've done this. So you're not going to be in that column. Oh, but I can avoid teleporting over there by doing this. Okay. So I can move that down in that row and bring that out. But I don't want the other one to be brought out, so I want those to be connected already. How do I want that to happen? I guess I want to cover you up and go over there. After having done this, but then that's in the wrong column. There's no way of getting that back to where it was. So for some reason I'd want to move you. Still can't teleport over to that space though. I mean, like, the teleporting has to happen in this row, right? So I feel like I do have to pull this one out. I mean, I do at some point. So therefore, does it have to happen immediately? Therefore, this is pushed over here. And we have other problems. Because this teleporting has to happen on this row. We could push you down so this doesn't slide. If we really want to, but then I think we're pretty stuck, aren't we? Not totally stuck, but now we are. How to unpick this? Cannot do anything useful over here until you are in that column. And you are definitely connected to this, so I do not want to teleport into here until you've been pulled away. And you have to be pulled away. Therefore, that has to happen on this row. The Aleph also has to be pulled away on the other row. My problem is that... okay, so an option that I don't think I've done yet is that I can put this... Oh, no, I can't. I was going to try and put this behind this so that this doesn't move. Is there some way of making that work? Some sneaky way. Some sneaky way that would not teleport me. Oh, I mean, I can teleport to that, of course. And now maybe all I do is I like re-put you on there, do that, pull that out. Is this positive? Then do I go over to that left bit? And come back. Then I think I'm close, right? Get this out of the way. Put that out of the way. Stretch. I'm close. I'm done. I did one! I did one! Woohoo! Ooh, okay, so it was just like a finder order of operations kind of puzzle rather than a finder special trick. Because the trick was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it was. It was like there are a bunch of dependencies here, and like, how do I avoid screwing up one of the things I want to do while doing the other things that I want to do? Okay, cool. I can solve puzzles at 10:30 when I haven't had loads of sleep and I've been working all day. Yes. Okay. It's kind of interesting that I'm so terrified of this one. We might as well chip away at it, right? Like, I don't necessarily need to get another one done, but let's chip away at it a little bit, if we can. We've got 3 Alice, we've got 3 things. They all need to get to those things, we need to step on them all. That is the requirement. And I remember kind of looping over all the possible ways that things could connect, right? We've got like... Does something have to connect to that to begin with? And what can we do about rotations? Like, we have a rotator. If the rotator connects... It's funny how you start to like just identify these symbols as like rotating and pulling and whatever the other one is. Yeah, I'm so great at identifying it. Oh, yeah. Wait, no, rotating, pulling, oh, teleporting, yeah. So we can make things rotate if we want to. Like, you exist there to force me to attach to you at some point, right? This can go over it, though, without attaching at all. But I don't see a good reason for that to be in there, right? Unless we rotate to you while you're in there, like this. Now you're connected to that. Woohoo! Then we can stretch nothing at all. And yeah, there would be no reason to do it there either. Because you don't attach, I'd have to push you in and then you'd be stuck there. Okay. And of course, this one can be pulled out of the way as well. Let's not forget that it can be pulled out of the way. This can be turned into a stretcher, in which case I can pull the other Alice towards me. Would it then be reasonable to attach these? How would I deal with the other one? I mean, I can attach it, I just can't step on it anymore, right? Then this doesn't do anything good. This doesn't do anything good, yeah. Okay. So it's how do I connect to that Aleph? Well, if this one went in first, it would attach, I'd just be able to push it off. So what's the issue with that? There's got to be some issue with that. I guess I'll do it like this. Oh, because I can't attach it there. Yeah, of course. So I always end up not being able to get to the other one. If I then put this in here, so then the Alephs come underneath. This does not help. Unless you were behind that at some point. Is there some time I could have done that? So if I put you in, but only one space and you go there. No, this is just... They're just stacked on their own Aleph and I can't... One of them's not attached and one of them I can't even press. Also, I've not been teleporting at all, so clearly that's going to be relevant somehow. I do like you being a pulling one, but... Or a teleport. You're the teleport, you point that direction. So if you were a teleport... I strongly suspect you're not, just because this is the closest Nikud to the Aleph. But... well, then I get immediately stuck. Is there some way I could do that where I wouldn't be immediately stuck? I'd have to have no Aleph to jump to, so I'd have to have shoved the other two in. That feels bad, because then I'd only have access to this teleport, and I wouldn't be able to ever teleport to them, so that would be bad. Pulling has been the most interesting so far. Are there other interactions I can do with like these while they're not like shoved in this thing yet? Obviously not where they are right now, but like if I did make a rotator, I could rotate them to different angles. But how does that help me? I can, of course, push a rotator out of the way as well. Let's do this. But then what? Doesn't help me to connect to either of those Alephs. Like, what angle would I need? It needs to be a west-facing one or an east-facing one. So maybe instead of that, I shove... Yeah, sure, we'll do it like this. Shove you in here. And then we get the rotatey one. Not there. There, up there. And then we've got a rightwards facing one, which is useful why? I could have sent the other one in. Oh no, I couldn't send the other one in because then it would attach to the Aleph that I want to attach to. Unless we're doing some rickety nonsense. Could we be doing rickety nonsense? What, with this Aleph? I was about to say, like, I don't know how I would make the connection with this Aleph, localized entirely within your kitchen, etc. I can't remember the rest of the jokes well. too tired. What was I even saying? So this Aleph. Oh yeah, ricketiness. Could I do ricketiness with this? Well, the only control I've got right now is pushing individual... Like, we have done one before where we pushed 3 things and we ended up in a rickety situation. But it requires, like, 2... On the axis that you're pushing them, 2 pointing inwards on that axis, like along that axis in opposite directions, which we don't have. We've got just... There'd always be one that connects. And I can't push some on a different column than the column I'm pushing in. So yeah, that's just not a thing. Unless, no, not unless. So that Aleph at the end, I guess, is like the most annoying one. Like in theory, if I could just get you past all the other Aleph. Either way, we end up blocking myself out. Like, okay, is there some way to get you past that? Oh, do we do a thing where I push? I'm intrigued by this idea. Is this even an idea? I pushed 2 things and that somehow does something useful. Because that would mean... No, everything's just moving 1 space still. I mean, it does attach them, but not in a useful way. I can't quite visualize it, so I'm going to just see what happens if I do that the other way around. Oh. Well, great. Yeah, that, okay. I guess this is stuff I was trying before. Teleporting. We've got teleporting, but I'm not using it. I can use it because, like, I do have access to this Aleph, but it doesn't help me get the other Aleph past here. And I can't teleport over to step on it, like... What could I be doing? What could I be doing? That's never a good start. I don't think. And neither is rotating. It's almost certainly a pull one, isn't it? Do we then do something with you somehow? What kind of thing would happen with you? Nothing much, right? Nope, nothing much. Okay, so if you are a pull one, and I want to attach one of these to like that one, how is that ever going to happen? How do I get it past you without attaching to you? By you being connected, but then there's a Nickod in the way. Okay, that is the only thing I need to focus on, is how do I get a Nickod to connect to you? Well, you being on there would do that. Right, you would connect to that. I wouldn't be able to get to you though, except by using the teleports. Wait, hold on. That is the No, hold on. You... No, because I can't put that on there because it would have connected to that in the first place. That's the mistake I'm making there. I cannot put you here to connect to that. If I could then just push it off and then connect this one as well. Is there some way I can avoid you connecting to that? Not if you ever come here. You will absolutely connect to that unless you're already connected, but then that Nickod would be in the way. It would be here. Okay. Okay. How do I ever connect one of these to that? It has to not connect to this, but this can't be connected because then there would be a Nickod in the way. So how do I connect to you? Ever. I have one at a weird angle and I fix it. Could that work? That could maybe work. Although you'd have to be away from the wall, so I would have to have a pulling one and a rotating one. But then maybe I do just like... I don't know. So that's my rotating one. That means I can put like... Okay, let's make a weird angle. And I push one in. But yeah, I need to pull as well. How am I going to do that? Well, I can pull that away from the wall and make things point right again if I really want to. I want the pulley one to point right, so that I can connect you. Why right? Oh, so I can step on you. Yeah. And why do I want a pulley one? Because I'm never going to rotate a Nickod in here to point like left. It's only going to point like, because I'm planning to push one on here that's like doesn't connect to this, so it has to be like at a weird angle. Then I have to fix it to connect to this. Well, I'm never going to have one pulling like pointing left, right? So like I'm never be able to kind of fix it to point left. So I'm going to have to pull these out and then push it behind it. So therefore pulling is necessary. However, if I just take you in there, we have problems. Like, I can't do anything with that. There's no pulling apart that's going to happen. What if we have... No, it doesn't work. Pulling one and a teleporty one doesn't do anything useful. I'm just more stuck. There's no way to, like, if you are attached to this, there's nothing clever I can do right now. I don't think. There's no weird interactions. I don't think there's any weird interactions. So it still comes down to how do I connect to you? So I think you need to be, well, do I think you need to be pulled away from the wall? And somehow connect to something. So you move from there to there. If something were here, pointing left, you would connect, but you would already have connected to that. So something here, pointing right, but then you would already connect to that. I would pull twice, of course, so... But still, things will always connect to that, won't they? Or is there just some weird position I can put these in along here, where things work out somehow? No, because that one will always get connected to first, right? Doesn't matter like what I do. I can do that and that. Also, I can set some of those up before the. No, I can't. I can set you up before the pulley one is done. So you could go in. Let's say we want you to go in that far. Probably not. But who knows? Maybe. Another pulley one. It feels not terrible, right? Except I still don't know how I would ever step onto the... Wait, what state was that in a second ago? Like, that one was sticking out, right? That's the rotator. And then we've got... I was like, we've got a teleport here, and I kind of knew what was coming, so I didn't completely... I sort of stumbled into it, but like... I saw it was going to happen, and then it happened like maybe a turn before I was expecting it to happen. What did we do? What did we do? So part of that I think was pushing this in early, but not too far, and then doing this, and then doing this and pushing them both. There's the trick. There's the trick. What is that trick that's happening there? We are skipping over that Aleph. That is the kind of thing I was thinking of. I just didn't picture it. I was thinking, like, can we like use the fact that I'm pushing left and the Alice is sliding right to skip over a thing? Oh yeah, I was thinking along those lines. It was why I was even like shoving two things in together so I could do that. Yeah, I didn't fully picture it though. I sort of like tried things that were adjacent to the thoughts I was having, hoping that they would lead to something, and they did. Yeah. That's how you connect to that. You pull the Aleph towards you while also pushing the thing over. Yeah, it makes sense. It does make sense. Okay. Oh, we got 2 done. Can you believe that? On my tired and not enough time to probably solve any puzzles day. I did it. I did it, folks. 1, 2. I know that, like, I know it's probably not that satisfying to see me sort of stumble into things. In some cases, but it's part of the process, right? It's like you experiment, you try things. Sometimes you can't quite picture what's needed, or what all the options are, or like how to narrow down the options. So you experiment a little bit, and you get ideas that are like, they add some credence to some of the options that you're considering. You don't really know something, you're just like, oh, but maybe there's like, I know I need to, like, you start having thoughts like, I know I need to connect that one at the end, and therefore I need to skip over that other one. And then you start doing some things that like, you think might help do that, but you don't know for certain, and yeah, and you just like step by step get there. Anyway, that's my process. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 remain. 8 remain. And now I think I've looked at this one, right? Have I tried this one? I actually don't recognize this at all. Have I looked at this one? They both look like quite similar level symbols. I've been in here, but I don't think I've tried it much, have I? So I think at this point we're sort of just like doing stuff. I tried this one, didn't I? I did try this one. Okay. They're not all mostly unseen. But still, anyway, cool. See you next time. We shall continue chipping away at this. Maybe we'll do 2 puzzles again. We probably won't, but maybe. Fingers crossed. All right, goodbye.